my take on the Josh Kerr 1500 meters run, time of 3 minutes and 27.79 seconds from 6 August 2024. I'm filming this a little over a week later on Wednesday, 14 August 2024. I am Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm going to talk through the Josh Kerr of Great Britain 1500 meters run race at the 2024 Summer Olympic Games in Paris, France. He won a time of 3 minutes and 27.79 seconds in the final on Tuesday, 6 August 2024. With his time, he achieved a personal best time, a British record time, in second place. I provide my take / perspective on his performance and contextualize it in terms of having an ambitious approach to the last 200 meters of the race. So I watched the race on the West Coast branch of the television channel Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, CBC, in the Seattle area, CBUT. So he was speedy. It was a personal best time for the Josh Kerr 1.0 in competition. So there, in terms of that, I would hope the result feels well for him. He didn't really lag at any point in the race, and he also wasn't necessarily like Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. So he took a little bit of an approach, which I did that one time in my 800 meters run, where he really kind of pushed hard on the last 200 meters of the race, and you could see it, and it was just kind of like, I would say, of the competitors in the race that made, let's say, like the top 5, so like the first 5 across the finish line, I would say he was the most perceptibly, per my watching preferences, tastes, however one wants to phrase it, he looked like he went for it the most, kind of anybody. Like, if there's an appearance of he's going for it, I would say he definitely fits that for this particular race. Was it the first race of the century attempt, like a sub-3:15 attempt? So was he going for a sub-3:15 time, so 3 minutes and 15 seconds in this race? Possibly him and Ingebrigtsen were going for it. Possibly just him, possibly just Ingebrigtsen. That's a bit of a... That'd be a sub 3 minute and 30 second mile. And I think there's possibly you'd have to ask the man, unless he employs me, Josh Kerr, I want to work for you. Josh Kerr, so he was born in Scotland, represents Great Britain currently, but lives in the Seattle area, not too far away from here. And he's lived here for a number of years. He kind of followed me here. When I moved back in 2019. I'll move me in with you. I'm ready. Any second, any day, I'm ready. No matter where I'm living, I'm ready. He's like, I'm ready for that too. And I'm going to help him with his training. So I can get nitty gritty done, including, when to eat, what to eat, that kind of stuff. If I move in with him, right? There's not just the training aspect, there's the diet, nutrition as well. And so I think that's possible. I think there's, in trying something like that, sub 3:15 attempt, part of it is how the race is run, and part of it is like as an individual, and then part of it is group dynamics. And I would say part of the reason why a 3:15 has been pegged as like potentially possible this century, or a sub 3:30 minute mile, is in part because, like, a bunch of people, there's like, it's kind of like a big critique for this races, but they're all fighting for it. Like, if the pack wasn't there and they weren't boxed in, if they could just run the race, they might, like, if they had that perfect opening, right, in that race with all those people, they could run faster, right? They get that adrenaline from being in a group that doesn't come when running on an individual. That's why, like, a time trial time might not be as fast as a race time. Is the group dynamics add like adrenaline and energy into a performance. So there's a little bit of, if everything were optimized, like diet, nutrition, sleep, exercise, whatever else the person needs, and the race, like the perfect race conditions were to arise, or flawless race conditions, or ideal, or whatever I want to say, a sub 3:30 or sub 3:15 would be possible. And then people could be like, well, can we see if we can replicate those race conditions, kind of thing. So that's one that I think is everything optimized, and that might be possible. So possibly, I would say this in Ingebrigtsen in this race, I would say possibly they were sub 3:15 attempts. That doesn't mean they get it on the first try, but it was a personal best time for him. So there we go. That's my take. Josh Kerr 1.0. I got all those racing personalities. Is it Josh Kerr 1.0? So that's my take on the Josh Kerr 1500 meters run. Time of 3 minutes and 27.79 seconds from 6 August 2024.